to the next 5 frames. So it moves to frame 10. So that would mean I would have to actually move these to frames over, just because I'm not ready for those to pop up yet. Alright, and then here he come again. I'm gonna show him again, and he comes in slower. Now that's the way I want him to go. That's the speed that I want him to come in. So now we see at frame 10, we moved everything. It's just him again, and this is where he comes in at. So you can just see it gradually by selecting each frame, and that's where he comes in at. Now I want actually let's go ahead and insert a frame right here. Okay, now we put insert keyframe right here. Actually, I want him to have the little flash. I do this flash a lot. I like it. I think it's really nice. It brings the stuff out. It's a simple effect that is, can it really help out a lot of flash banners. So what I want to do is I want to enter here a little simple flash on his image. So that would require me to say I go right here and insert another keyframe. Okay, click right there, insert a keyframe, and then I click anywhere in between these still images right here, right click, and I hit create motion swing. Now what's going to happen is, of course at the beginning, of each motion tween, this is where you put your effect at, or at the bottom, or at the one on the way to the right. Doesn't matter. As long as it's one of the ends, that's where you put your tween at. Because if you put anything in the middle, it's not going to be effective. It's not going to work. It's not going to take. It's going to be a waste of time. So right here, I take it, and then I go down. I select my image. Select my image first, and then I go down to where it says color. And I was at none right now, so I wanted to go where it says color, and I hit on brightness. Okay, and then I make my brightness at 100. You see, so now it makes them completely white. Now if I play this from the beginning, you will see how it looks so far. So I play that, and then it shows that long white. I don't really like it that long. I think if anything, I'll probably just move it to make it not as long. So what I'm gonna do is I can click on this, and this is how you're gonna learn how to move a frame without changing anything. So I click on this end part right here, and I move it probably like let's try 1 frame. See how that works. Just 1 frame over, and I like it, but I'm gonna try another one, and if that doesn't work, I'll just go back to this. So I move it 1 more frame. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. So that's all that I want to do for him. For this whole flash, that's it. So what I would do is, since this is his last keyframe that he just appeared on, so I select that. I don't know how to select it, but just to see what's gonna happen is for me to continue on with his still image to frame 100, I have to make sure that this frame that's before it is filled. If it's empty, then you're gonna end up with the empty frame. So I have to make sure that it's filled. So once I click it, now I know that's what's showing in that frame. So now I go to frame 100, and I make sure it matches up with the man, and I click on that, and then right click and hit insert frame. So now when you try to go back to the beginning and press enter, you'll see how everything is gonna be. It comes in, flashes, and that's it. And that's how I want it to look. Okay, go back and try it again. Comes in, flashes, that's it. Now with these, don't worry about with this little flash, because we're not done with them yet. So now the next thing that I want, I come to frame 15 to see what all I want to do next. I want to I want to put Hood Music Entertainment up there. Actually no, I want to put the boxes up here first. The orange and the transparent boxes up here. So where's my orange box? The transparent is right here. And let's say I want it to last. I want the effect to come in about 10 frames. So I'll go to frame 25, right click, insert keyframe. Do the same thing for the orange. Right click, insert keyframe. And then I go in the middle, right click, create motion tween, go in the middle, right click, create motion tween. Now another trick, if you want to do these things at the same time, because that's how I'm gonna do. I don't like doing them separate. It might mess up my image. It might come off looking funny. I don't like that. So what I do is, so I can get the transparent and the orange part to come in at the exact same time, I click on the first one, and then I hold down my control button. Oh, well, I guess I can't do it. So what I might have to do is, I might have to just move my orange bar to the bottom. So I guess you have to be, well, let's just move it and we'll see, because it shouldn't mess anything up. Alright, there it is. See, it's fine. So now that I know as well, is that you have to have them right on top of each other or next to each other, so that way you can select them both without selecting a whole layer. Because this one, just click on this box, select the whole layer, and I don't want that. So I just want these 2 frames. So what I do is I come here and I select. Remember, I select the one that's not selected, and then hold, and then go down to my next frame. Now you see both of them are selected. Okay. Now this is where they end off at, but I want them to come in from the right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like this, and I'm gonna come in from the right. So I'm gonna take my arrow keys and I'm gonna move it all the way to the right. All right. It'll take a little bit of time, but it's okay, you know, because we're not too much in a rush, because we're trying to make sure we get this whole information. And if you have any questions, you know, you might ask me, because I forget something. I keep moving all the way to the right, and I'm gonna show you the next tween or motion tween that I will create for this. Going to the right. Now there's another way you can probably do this faster, but this is just for those who just starting off with Flash, so you can see like the basic way right now, and then in the next video or another video to come, I will show you like the shortcuts to everything that I've learned. I don't know all the shortcuts, but you know, the ones that are useful for me. So now this is almost done. Going to the right, all the way to the right. Now we can select it from right here and just press enter just to see, or we can select from the beginning to press enter to see. So we can select right here just to see it right now, see how it happens, and see it comes in from the right. Now we'll start from the beginning, and we'll see, start hit enter, and that comes in from the right. Okay, so now since I'm done with these bars, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just finish them, because that's all I want for this right here. So then I just go to the orange transparent bar, all that frame 100, select these 2 frames right here. So I selected these two, and then I right click and I hit insert keyframe. Notice that only the orange bar is selected.